How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the MGSR server. If you haven't seen the last episode, we worked on building this chest organizer and putting in some of the hoppers up to about this point in the chest organizer, which our last block right here is dark oak planks. And I'm actually going to grab some dark oak planks as well as some dark oak logs and place them in the sorter right now, just to show you guys that it actually is working. As you guys can see, the light turns on and the items start making its way into the hopper right above here. And oops, one just went in my inventory, but it should make it all the way over to the proper chest, which, as you can see, there should only be 14 in here and then 1 in here, which means it's working really good if it can make it all the way to the end. 2 videos ago, I added a big map area to the top floor of the underwater base, which is part of our plan today. Is going to be to start filling in some more of the maps, and as well as we're going to be going mining for a little while, and I might be adding another item swapper. But for now, I'm just going to take this map right here and fill it up the best I can, and I will do a time lapse of that, and I'll see you guys once I'm done. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse, and I think I filled up the whole entire map. There are a few dots right here, though I think it's just part of the islands that were there by that water. But otherwise, I think I filled it all up, and you can actually see my base in the bottom right here. I didn't actually think you could see it in the last video, but it looks like you can. So you can see the big drop, and then you can see my base, because that's a pretty big area to just be the big drop. So I'm guessing it's also part of my base. But now that we're done with that, let's return back down to the bottom floor of the underwater base. Alright, in the last episode, when we started placing in all the hoppers for the chest organizer, we had to actually go out and get 23 of some items that we were missing, like some of the wood and things like that. So, instead of having to do that next time, I'm going to go through all the rest of the items, and I'm pretty sure I finished all the items here. I'm just going to double check. And starting right here and over to the right, we don't know if we have 23 of every item besides the weapons, because those are going to be a little different. So I'm going to start grabbing enough items and making sure that I have 23 of each item. And for some of these, I know I'm not gonna. So like for pumpkins, I can turn pumpkin seeds using pumpkins. And I'm just going to repeat this process and hopefully be able to come up with enough items for all of these items. But I'll do a time lapse of that, and I'll see you guys once I'm done. So there were only a few items that I did not have 23 of, and I was able to get a majority of them. I have to get cooked chicken left and sugarcane, which should be able to generate some more using the automatic farms that we have created. And I went to the automatic wheat, carrot, and potatoes farm to try and get some more wheat, carrot, and potatoes, because I don't have 23 of either one of those. And I was able to get a few, but I didn't want to waste all my bones, so I'm actually just going to make a little farm right here just for now until we get 23 of each item. And then hopefully that'll be the last of the farming I need to do outside of the automatic farms. So now I'm going to place all this in, and I'll see you guys once I get back to the underwater base. So I just finished counting how many hoppers I'm going to need for this chest organizer, and now I'm going to look in here and see how many chests I have. I have 112, which is weird because that's the exact number of hoppers that I counted. And I didn't count them before I made these chests. I just guessed that I would need about 2 stacks, and looks like I'll have exactly enough hoppers. So, because I need 112 hoppers it means I need 112 times 5 in iron, which comes to be 560 iron, which is about 8 or 9 stacks of iron. So let's go for an iron run and go mining for a little while, and I will do a time lapse of that, and I will see you guys once I'm done. Okay, that was a rather lame mining trip as I didn't get that much iron, but we can throw all of our cobblestone and granite and all of our blocks into here because they should get sorted through the chest organizer, and we'll put the iron and gold in the furnace melter once we make it back up to the top. I wasn't able to get 23 of diamonds yet, and I forgot to tell you guys that when I was looking for 23 of each item. So we may not end up sorting the diamonds, we may have to put them in manually because I don't want to waste 23 in the sorter just for coding the system almost in a way. So we'll have to figure that out once we get more iron and when we get to the end of building the hoppers for the chest organizer. Probably about 10 episodes ago, we added an item swapper right here for the crafting table, where you flip the lever and it changes from a crafting table to the floor, which is cobblestone. And I'm going to add another one right here for an anvil. I'm not entirely sure if you can push an anvil using a sticky piston, so if that doesn't work, we might have to change it to a different block. But now I'm going to craft it up, and I'll do a time lapse of that, and I will see you guys once I'm done. So I just finished building the item swapper, and as always, I'm having trouble placing in this last wall right here. Oh, there we go, actually. Perfect. And I wasn't able to use an anvil, so I actually had to turn it into a cauldron. But now they both work, and the levers are on the same side when they're both cobblestone and when they're both either a crafting table or the cauldron. I really don't know what you can use cauldrons for. I know you can fill up like water bottles with them, which might come in handy for making potions, but otherwise I don't really know why I would need a cauldron as an item swapper. But it kind of looks like a toilet, so I think we're just going to leave it for now, and maybe we'll change it to a different block in the future. Alright, now that the cauldron for the item swapper is done, let's clear out some of these miscellaneous chests right here by planting some of the saplings and the seeds we can put in the proper chest. And there are some other things in here that I can actually put away into another chest. And I think I'm going to do another time lapse of that, and I'll see you guys once I'm done. Now that that is done, let's continue working on the chest organizer. And right when we walked in from the ladder, we have red glazed terracotta on both sides of us. And I'm actually going to be making the walls a little bit taller. So I'm just going to grab some red glazed terracotta and I'll start building in some of the walls. I got to be sure to leave a gap for the hoppers. But I think if I just go like this and I can bring it like 2 more higher, and then from there I'll have to leave the gap for the hoppers, and then I'm going to repeat this process on both sides. That way we don't see the redstone when we walk in from the elevator. So I'll finish this up and do a quick time lapse of me building the wall, and I will see you guys once I'm done. Now that the walls have been made, I'm going to clear my inventory, and I'll see you guys once I'm done. Unfortunately, that is all the time I have for today's video. Be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button because there are new videos coming out almost every other day on the MGSR server. Also, be sure to message me on my Instagram at MGSR Gaming if you have any ideas for future videos on the MGSR server, or if you'd like to see me switch games. Once again, it's at MGSR Gaming. Otherwise, I will see you guys in 2 days for the next video. Click on the top left to watch a video that YouTube recommends for you, and click on the right to subscribe.